Hey there, it's the One Boom, and welcome to a video about my closing thoughts on Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now, I'm not feeling 100%, so I'm sorry if any of this seems a little bit sloppy. Now, if you just watched Drifter's video on Black Ops 3 and his feelings on it, they're very similar to mine, and that is that during the beta and the initial launch of Black Ops 3, the game was very, very solid. The gunplay, the gameplay, the hit detection, the weapon balance, it wasn't perfect and it needed some tweaking, but it was good at the time and very enjoyable. As time went on though, the hit detection got worse, the connection got worse, the frame rate optimization got worse, and the weapons that were constantly pumped into supply drops were either too hard for most people to earn, too expensive for the right people to earn, and it doesn't help that most people had a problem with whatever gun came out. It was either too weak, too strong, was too cheesy. For instance, the Banshee shotgun and the R9 Rift pistol, they're not OP, but they're annoying as fuck. And the melee weapons, although they did make people use melee more, I still don't think it was that big of an issue. It was just kind of frustrating that there was all these useless melee weapons, but I guess it was kind of strange to me that even though they're useless and they're basically all just copy and paste melee weapons with different looks and animations, but yet I couldn't get them. So it's like, oh wow, that katana is really useless because I already have the Fury song, but I can't get the katana. So it's just this kind of useless, walled off content. And I don't know, maybe that's a weird complaint, but I don't like that. When I think of some of my biggest problems with Black Ops 3, melee weapons or getting knifed is nowhere even in my top 10 of frustrations. And this isn't a video about all the things I hated. To be honest, I loved the movement system and the gameplay and the hit detection when the game first came out. As time went on, I did realize there's a problem that wasn't caused by lag or lack of optimization. The maps are just flawed. It took me a while to figure out why they were flawed, but the reason is that they cut off lines of sight. Cut off lines of sight over and over again, you get forced ranged engagements. The last thing you want in a first-person shooter is for people to have to fight at a certain range at all times. Whether they always have to fight at long range or they always have to fight at close range, you need to have combat variety. So that was an inherent flaw, and I still stand by the fact that advanced movement, 3D movement, whatever you want to call it, jetpacks, jump packs, exosuits, cybernetic enhancements, they have not ruined a game yet to me. Maybe this is just my opinion, but I think that maps mean more than anything. Ghost was too camp because of its maps, but that was boots on the ground. That's the best kind of COD, boots on the ground, but Ghost isn't the best because of its map design. The way maps dictate flow, and when all of the maps have bad flow, the game then, has bad flow. And I think some of the worst flow in Call of Duty has come from Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 because of forced engagements and too fast of movement on too small of maps. Like if you swap the maps from Advanced Warfare and Ghost, like you swapped maps, so like you had like the biggest maps in Call of Duty on Advanced Warfare and some of the more smallest maps on Ghosts, those games would have been very, 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 very different. And I think people would have appreciated both of them a lot more. Either way, Black Ops 3 did not ruin COD for me. I don't despise it. I think the core game was really well done, with the exception of some map design. The constant lack of optimization with every patch, with every DLC, the game got a little bit worse, and I don't know how that happens. I'm not a developer. Developers have never talked about it. I feel like a similar thing happened in Advanced Warfare, and that a similar thing happened in Call of Duty Ghosts. Things just get a little progressively worse. Now, something that Drifter didn't talk about in his video is Endgame Content, and how is the Endgame Content in Black Ops 3? Well, it was pretty appalling. The DLC maps were either boring or didn't flow well. All the weapons were locked behind RNG. The daily and weekly contracts didn't give you enough rewards to keep up with the demands that the game was giving you. And by that I mean, even if you got all of the 100 crypto keys that are on offer with the daily and weekly challenges throughout a week, if you got all 100 crypto keys, you're still not likely to get the thing that you want, and so it wasn't well thought out. As soon as I heard that Black Ops 3 was going to be adding 1,000 levels after max prestige, I was really excited, but that excitement soon dropped when I realized they didn't matter. And I've talked about this on my channel before, but they don't matter, and that's wrong. You don't get to add 1,000 levels and have an RNG system where all the weapons are locked behind. Why wasn't I at least getting crypto keys or supply drops for my leveling up? Like, there was no reason to level up. And there was every reason to sit there and grind contracts, to sit there and grind wins for crypto keys, meaning the 1,000 ranks just kind of indicated your playtime, and it didn't have anything to do with your personal progression towards in-game items and content, and that's broken. Look, again, Black Ops 3 is a good COD game core, but as it went on, as it added weird supply drop shit, Again, like even character gear just got progressively weirder. The same thing happened with Advanced Warfare. First it's like, okay, I can get behind this, and then it gets really fucking weird. Like, I was okay with them adding different character gears, and then I got kind of weirded out when they added, like, tribal paintings and weird, goofy, brightly colored outfits. And to be honest, those have never bothered me in Call of Duty. It didn't bother me in Ghost. It didn't bother me in Advanced Warfare. It doesn't bother me in any game. Even if I play Battlefield Hardline, if somebody has a pink zebra gun, it doesn't bother me. But if you asked, should that be in the game, yes or no, I'd have to say no. The feel of Black Ops 3 slowly turned comedic. It was... All of the post-game stuff was comedic. The black market guy was supposed to be funny. He's supposed to be adding weird, goofy, wacky, zany weapons. And it's like, why is that a part of the game? So in summary, the maps were not balanced from the beginning. They were not well made. They forced engagements and removed combat variety. The game got technically worse. Lag, optimization, just all went out the window. Or sorry, well, lag came in the window. Optimization went out the window as time went on. And then black market stuff, RNG stuff, and the 1,000 levels were all useless and frustrating. I just have to rant about this for just a brief second here. Why the hell do you add 1,000 levels and no incentive? Like, who thinks of that? Oh yeah, they need an extra 1,000 levels so they keep playing, but we're not going to give them any of that. We're going to keep putting all of the weapons behind supply drops. If you guys would have said, hey, after every 50 ranks or whatever, you get to pick a token and grab a gun out of the black market, I would have been really excited. In fact, in spite of lag and bad hit detection and worse optimization, I would have actually kept playing if I knew I could get my hands on new content, more weapons, more chances, at least, the very least, more chances for weapons. What a missed opportunity Black Ops 3 was. I guess it's kind of sad watching a game that you like, you enjoy. Maybe it's not your favorite, but you enjoy it, and you just kind of watch the life get drained out of it. With more and more glitches and bugs, shitty RNG stuff, I could repeat this all day, guys. But anyway, Black Ops 3 did not die in vain. At least now I know what to look for when I start seeing a game start to go downhill. It is kind of weird. I don't know if it's not ironic. It's just very strange that when Black Ops 3 first came out, I was enjoying the hell out of it. I had this impulse to do a video about the fact that my feelings about the game could change. And I don't know what made me do that, but I did a video. You can go find it. I think it's called I Love Black Ops 3 for Now. It's one of my older videos, early in the year. And I was just like, this game's great, I enjoy it. The moment I stop enjoying it, you're all going to hear about it because I'm not giving this game the benefit of the doubt. I think it was from the fact that with Advanced Warfare, I kind of rolled over and dealt with it and grinded it for RNG weapons for way too long. And I decided that with Black Ops 3, I wasn't going to do that. And in case you guys don't know, I still don't have the first weapons they added into Black Ops 3, except for I think the wrench. I think I got the wrench out of a supply drop. But after opening hundreds and hundreds of supply drops and only ever getting one primary weapon, one secondary weapon, and 2 melee weapons, after like seriously thousands and thousands of crypto keys, months of grinding, I was done. After I got Dark Matter, after I got to max prestige, and I got to level 223 or something like that, I was just done. There's no endgame content, there's no goal, there is no carrot on the end of that stick, and a good game has a lot of carrots and multiple sticks that I can choose between. And when the one stick that Black Ops 3 had no carrot on it, I was done. Great analogy. Anyway, guys, what do you think about Black Ops 3? Leave it down in the comment section below. Do you think Call of Duty developers maybe get to this point where they just kind of roll over and go, you don't like our game, you're getting bored of it, I'm not going to fix it? Or do you think they just kind of dig themselves deeper in a hole with more content that they add, and the game gets worse because of it? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions. These are just my opinions. If you don't agree with them, that's totally fine. You might love you might love Black Ops 3, or you might have hated it since the beginning, and those are both totally valid. I hated Advanced Warfare from the beginning, and it made a lot of people mad that I disliked it. I really don't know why. But anyway, guys, share this video with anybody you think will enjoy it. Feel free to subscribe if you like this kind of more ranty, conversational topic video. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I always space on my outros. It's a bad habit. Goodbye.